Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. I welcome you to English grade 7 video lessons. This is your instructor Zahmid. How are you my dear learners? I hope that you're doing well. So now we are dealing with our unit number 2. The title is Etiquettes of Travel and Transport. This will be our lecture number 3 with the competency of vocabulary. And now let's get started by reading our students' learning outcome for this lesson. So our SLO is use dictionary or thesaurus to locate guide words, locate entry word, choose appropriate word definition, use dictionary or thesaurus to identify pronunciation with the pronunciation key, focusing on the consonant and vowel sounds. So class, this is about using dictionary or thesaurus, we can say reference materials, to locate our guide words and also entry word with choosing the appropriate definition, because we can see more than one definitions in dictionary. So now we need to choose the right one for us, and then we will use dictionary or thesaurus to identify pronunciation with the help of the pronunciation key, also with the different sounds like consonant and vowel. This is our breakdown of the SLO. I hope that you are very much clear about what we are supposed to do now. Now here is a vertical linkage of our SLO with the previous grade that you have already studied. I hope that you have remembered most of it. Now it's time for you to indulge in our to get in our brainstorming session. So today's brainstorming prompt that we have is: how much information do you find in a dictionary related to word? So we know that we consult dictionary or reference materials to look for meaning of the word. Now, what else do we use our dictionaries for? You can pause the video, think about it, note it down, or talk to your fellow about this. Moving on, our topic is use of dictionary. Now let's see, there are different types of dictionaries. We have Oxford's Advanced Learners Dictionary, or Merriam-Webster's Dictionary, and Cambridge's Learners Dictionary. So there are different kinds of dictionaries, and they are also available in the print form and in the digital or online form. And they are also available in the print form with different sizes. I hope that you have seen a dictionary and used one before. Now, let's talk about use of a dictionary. Let's see, why do we use dictionaries for? Dictionaries are used for several important reasons: to look up the definition of the word, to find the meanings of words, for spellings, to check the correct spelling of words, to learn how to pronounce words correctly, and also to understand how words are used in sentences. We can also consult dictionary to look for synonyms and antonyms, to find words with similar or opposite meanings. Also, we can look up or discover the origins and history of words. This is what we call etymology. We can look for grammar and parts of speech to identify the grammatical category of words, for example, noun or verb or adjective and so on, and also for translation. So in bilingual dictionaries, to translate words from one language to another. So these are different reasons for using dictionaries. We can also look up for the meaning and also the translation. If we are using English to Urdu dictionary, you can look up the meaning in Urdu also. So now we know that there are several reasons for using a dictionary. Let's move on with our chunk from the book. This is from page 11 about vocabulary. So dictionary, let's read the definition. It's an important reference material. It can be used to find words definition. Many words have several different meanings. So that's why we used to look at the definition, or we also look at the parts of speech, pronunciation or syllable. So this is why dictionaries are used, and these are the things that can be found in a dictionary. Now, my curious learners, let's read the next slide. We find the pronunciation key either in the front or back of the dictionary. It shows us the symbols that tell us how to pronounce or sound out a word. Using the pronunciation key helps us to be able to pronounce an unfamiliar word correctly. So, we most of the time, we do not know that how do we pronounce a word. So, for helping us, dictionaries have pronunciation keys for your better understanding and to make your pronunciation of the word correct. We have pronunciation keys. By reading that, you can easily pronounce the word correctly. And now, here we have a page from a dictionary. Let's talk about all the things that we can find in a dictionary. First, here at the top of the page, you can see some words. These are called our guide words because they will guide us that the words that we will find in the page is starting from this order until February. So the first and the last words are our guide words on the page of a dictionary. Now with the entry word, we have our pronunciation key along with the identification of the noun category or parts of speech. Then we have our etymology and some other meanings. So here, for example, if you take the word clever, this is an adjective. Here is the pronunciation key of the word clever, and you can find, let's take another word, a definition here, and also you can find definition 1 and definition 2 or so many other definitions. Also, the dictionary is telling you about the syllables of the entry word. Here you can see the word February is divided into different syllables. So we have seen that in a page of a dictionary we can find our part of speech, pronunciation, definitions, guide words, and also our syllables. Now moving forward, here is a real-time page of a dictionary. Again, you can see that this is our entry word along with the pronunciation key of bucket with our identification of parts of speech, and also we can see that we have different meanings and also example sentences. Now, if you remember in our students learning outcome, we talked about pronunciation key using the consonants and the vowel sounds. So here we have the consonants of English. All these are consonants. The list is given in front of you with examples. For example, this sound is P in the word pear and cup, and all the other sounds are consonant sounds. Those sounds that are not falling into vowels are consonants. We are clear about this? Now let's see, we have some other sounds. This is a pronunciation keys representation of the sound sh, or in shape or push. This indication or this key, this sign indicates the sound of j in pleasure or in beige. we have all other consonant sounds keys with their examples. You can read them by yourself. Now, moving on, let's talk about some longer vowels that we can find. We have this symbol for showing the sound of E, like in this word sheep. Here, this one is a shorter vowel in the sound of in the word ship. So, my dear learners, with a shorter vowel, you do not find any colon mentioned. But with a longer vowel, you can see that colons are mentioned with the symbol or the key. So this is the difference between a shorter vowel and a longer vowel's indication or symbol. Now, after learning about our vowels and consonants, and now we are going to watch a simulation video. You can watch it later. After watching this video lesson, you will learn more about our students' learning outcome from this simulation video. For your classroom activity, we have a prompt, a question for you. Read the pair of words below. Note the difference between the short and long vowel sounds. So when you will read these words clearly, you can clearly see that which one is using a shorter vowel and which one is using a long vowel. This is your worksheet. It will be distributed among you by your teacher or your facilitator, and you can solve them for your better understanding. Moving on with our homework, you have a group of words given. Find the pronunciation key of the following words. You can use your dictionary or thesaurus in both print and digital form to find the pronunciation key of these words. We are here at the end with some resources for your understanding and your help: worksheet, a presentation, a lesson plan, question bank, and finally a skill sheet. All these are attached in the description of the video. You can access them easily. Thank you for listening. I hope that you have fully grasped our students' learning outcome and you understood that how and why do we use dictionaries, what are they first, and then why do we use them. Also, what are the things that we can find in a dictionary regarding any word that we are looking for. Entry word, pronunciation key, our definitions, etymology, and examples, sentences, all these things are in the dictionary. Also, our pronunciation of both consonant sounds and vowel sounds. Until the next video lesson, Allah Hafiz.